Well, guys, it's your guy Fabian coming back at you with another great video, this time on GGPI stock. Before we begin, I want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing that you hear or see on my channel should be considered financial advice. With that being said, I just wanted to kind of go over a few articles that just came out about Polestar with you guys, and why I think Polestar is a sleeping giant, right? So this one here is by Investor Place. GGPI stock accelerates as Polestar hits its EV goals. 6 things to know, right? So let's see. Number 1, Polestar increased its global presence to 19 markets, up from 10 previously. So that's crazy bullish, right? So you go from 10 to 19 markets. It shows that the company is doing something right. It says that they have had growth in Europe and Asia, which is awesome. Polestar's business partnerships with Volvo and Geely allow the EV manufacturers to expand quickly. So pretty much what they're saying here is that by them partnering with them, they can avoid production and quality control issues, which is really good, right? Because that plagued Tesla. So for me as an investor, this is the kind of stuff that I like to see, right? Because I know that they won't be having as many setbacks as Tesla did once they first started, right? And then for 2022, Polestar plans to expand its presence in the European and Middle Eastern markets like Portugal, Ireland, Israel, and Kuwait. So it's saying here that they also expect to operate in at least 30 global markets by the end of 2023. So that's really huge, right? 30 global markets. They are in a lot of these major markets, so that's exactly what you want if you're investing in an electric vehicle stock, that they already have a presence in these major markets, right? And that they're planning on expanding to a lot of these new ones. And then looking forward, Polestar plans to launch 3 new cars in the coming 3 years. So that's, I mean, they're incredibly ambitious, right? 3 new cars, that's a whole lot of they're setting some pretty big goals for themselves. And then it says their first new EV will be a premium SUV launching this year. So SUVs are in right now. Everybody's buying SUVs, right? So for them to launch an EV SUV, I think it will do really, really well, right? And then it also says that they're having companies like Luminar assist in autonomous driving, which is starting to become the next big thing, right? Everybody is going towards autonomous driving. So I don't know if you guys saw the article, but there was an article about Kathy Woods that she said she would invest into Lucid or Rivian, I believe, if they were to get on board with, like, I want to say it might have been full AD or just a partial. I'm not 100% sure, but she said she would jump on board. So that's huge, right? So imagine if Polestar comes out and say, hey, we're already here, we're already producing, we're already manufacturing. You know, maybe if she was to back a company like GGPI, or once they merge Polestar, she kind of carries some weight. So I'd expect the stock to get a decent bump, but not only that, exposure, right? People look to her and they want to do what she's doing, right, guys? And then by 2025, Polestar is estimated to generate revenue of $18 billion. So this is good, right? The company is generating $18 billion, or expecting to generate that much, and they're already hitting goals, sales goals. This is really, really good, right? You don't want a company that is struggling to make money. So that was just this one article. It's kind of funny. 5 things to know about the upcoming January 19th catalyst. So I actually did a video on that too. But let me see. I had one. I think it was another quick article here for you guys. Where'd you go? Come on. Whoops. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So this one says, don't steer clear of Gore's Guggenheim stock. And so this one goes on to say, among other among the EV casualties in blank check outfit, Gores Guggenheim, whose GGPI shares are set to merge with Swedish manufacturer Polestar in the first quarter. So it's pretty much just saying that GGPI is also kind of a victim of Joe Biden's Build Back Better plan that got rejected in Congress, right? So that's kind of why we saw a dip. And then also, of course, it's been kind of hit because of growth stock sentiment and interest rate fears, what we got going on with Jerome Powell, and then the Fed raising interest rates this year, right, in 2022, and also COVID-induced chip supply worries impacting the EV industry. So, as we know, a lot of these stocks have been getting kind of batted because of the chips, right? They're having problems producing the chips. And then it goes on to say, is it now time to buy GGPI stock? And then it kind of just says, like, if you're able to see through the wreckage and pick up some shares at a healthy discount. And it goes on to give this guy's opinion. And then, let's see. Yeah, it kind of just says that this guy he sees potential for it to climb to 1450, right? Which I think is a little bit kind of low, but it is what it is. And earlier in that article, it also mentioned how Tesla, the critics were saying that Tesla was going to, fail in the beginning, and then it also came back and did very well. As you guys know, it's trading about $1,000, a little bit above now to currently. And lastly, I just wanted to go over this with you guys. So tip ranks, right? So, well, here's the chart. And as you can see, it had this big run up and then kind of traded sideways a little bit. And then this is when the whole Omicron and then also the chip shortage, all that stuff just kind of, brought the stock down. And I was just in kind of trading here. So for me, this is still a great zone to buy. If it doesn't have much room to go down much further, guys. So, I mean, what I like to do is to say I want to buy this stock at like $10. I'll just sell some cash secured puts, and that way, if it goes down to like $10 by the time that they expire, then I end up getting GGPI stock for around $10, right? And if it doesn't, if the stock was to go upward, then guess what? My cash secured puts are worth more money, and I can sell them for a profit. So that's just kind of one of my strategies of when I want to like buy and hold a stock, but I'm not really confident at the moment. I'll just buy cash secured puts, and that's a great way to acquire the stock or just make money on the stock. And then let's see here. So stock analysis, right? So they're giving it a 4 for neutral, and then they're saying that the sentiment is very positive. The tip ranks investors' sentiment is very positive. The news sentiment is bullish, but then there's bloggers' opinion is neutral. Not a lot of people have heard about it. They don't really have GGPI on their radar, and then analysts, I guess they don't have enough data to give GGPI a rating, which kind of sucks. And then hedge fund activity has decreased by 4.9 million shares. And if we actually click on this, you can see that these are all of the hedge funds that have kind of, sold or reduced their positions, right? And it shows you by how much. So that's not really that concerning to me. I don't really care too much about it. The only thing that I don't like is that, it's not on the radar yet for it to get investors to kind of give it a ranking yet, right? So I think people are just kind of sleeping on this one. It's a bit of a sleeping giant, but this one is gonna do well in my opinion, and it's a good 5-year hold for me, right? Along with Lucid, I'd say. I like to keep those two in my portfolio for about 5 years, and I do like to just kind of trade like swing trades and get some calls and puts and stuff like that whenever I can, if I see the opportunity. But that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of go over those 2 articles with you guys, and hopefully somebody sees this video that hasn't looked into this stock and then actually looks into it, right? Because it's a great stock. It's just kind of being slept on right now. But until next time, all right, bye-bye.